Just got woken up by a knock at the door. Guess what? It's here, it's here, it's freaking here. My camera is here. It's here, it's here, it's freaking here. It is freaking here. Let's crack it open. Look at that packaging. Black on slate black. The PowerShot G7X Mark II. Ootsie. Alright, let's actually open up the box, take the camera out, and charge this bitch. So no wonder if they sent me a refurb one, because normally don't you have a piece of plastic over top of the back thing? Whatever. It is Best Buy. Gotta watch it with those crooked sons of bitches. It is the camera. It's smaller than the HS730, that's for sure. Oh yeah, the clicky wheel. That's cool. Oh, the record button's there. It's not on the top. Oh, that's different. Well, I'm just trying a quick little shot with the camera before I charge it, but how do I freaking look, people? This is gonna be the new vlogging camera. Hopefully it looks pretty good. How close can I get? Wow. That's, the display looks really bright. It's pretty dark in here right now. We'll check the video out and see how clear it is. So guys, turns out, sorry, I'm just sticking around the monopod. Turns out I already had a charged battery for this camera. Probably saying, Adam, how the hell did you have a charged battery for a camera you just got in the mail? Well, frig, my alarm's going off in here. That would make anybody shit their bed. Okay, the reason why I already had it charged, if you wonder why I keep looking up, it's because the freaking viewfinder, I got it flipped. But this camera uses the same battery as the HS730, the SX730, whatever the hell it's called. All I did was I just borrowed the battery from the package and put my battery in the package. And I'm gonna get rid of that camera. And if I don't, well, then I guess I got a spare battery and a spare camera. Too bad that camera films like a potato. Like a friggin' potato. So I don't think this camera handles the low light as well as the Sony, but whatever, it's okay. We'll just make sure to have some lights on. I do like filming with a point and shoot again. I wish I had a better monopod, but these dollar store monopods will figure it out. Like I said yesterday, guys, today I gotta go get the dog some food, the cat some food. I'm good on food, but I could probably use another carton of eggs. Could definitely use another carton of eggs. So let me go ahead and get my eggs started, and I'll chime back in a bit. Look at that, people. That's my eggs. Basically, it's eggs and some mayonnaise. I'm gonna whip it real good. Look how blurry Oreo is. Can you see him now? There's the Oreos. There's the Oreos. He's stupid. Oh, this can't be good. I heard a noise when I was blending of a snap. I didn't know what it was, but now I know what it was. The rubber seal that goes around here got caught up, and I have a feeling it's in my egg. Well, looks like without that rubber ring and the magic bullet, it's a piece of junk. It just leaks everywhere. So that thing's out of commission until I can figure out how to get another ring for it, or order a new blade base, if that's even a thing. I may have to buy a whole new magic bullet. I don't know how expensive those are. That one there, that's the X's magic bullet. She just left that here back in the day, and it's been sitting out there ever since, and I never started using it till I started doing this diet, and it's come in handy. But I tried to do a bulletproof coffee with it there, and the freaking thing leaks everywhere because when it's hot it's under pressure and you need that rubber ring. But that really sucks that it snapped like that. Definitely missing a piece because it's not wide enough to go around, so I'm probably gonna ingest that and poop it out. Oh well, whatever, we'll figure this out. Sorry if I keep cutting my head off. But this is what I got for breakfast. Some bacon and eggs. I'm gonna drop this on my face. But first, it's weigh-in freaking Wednesday. 245.6, people. Gotta stand under the light. Look at that. Beauty. I'm gonna have to look up the settings on this camera because I really need to figure out how to turn off that stupid touch focus thing. That's something I'll never use. I usually set the frame for the middle of the screen, and whatever's in the middle of the screen, go ahead and focus. Like, sure, you can do some pretty captivating shots, like, you know, there's the kitty cat behind me, and I can click on, well, if my stupid arm wasn't in the way, I could focus it in on her and it should make me blurry, and, you know, just doing stupid things like that. But every time you touch the screen, the stupid thing beeps at you because it's resetting what to focus on, and it's like, I always hated that setting. What the hell is that? What does that do? Oh, it does nothing. You gonna focus on my face? Anyway, I'm freaking hungry. Bulletproof coffee's not exactly the greatest, but should do in a pinch. I'm gonna go eat and drink my coffee, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Guys, I haven't even gone upstairs yet, because I just realized that I had this camera in not video mode. I had it in auto mode, so it was doing everything for me. And what I'd recently done was I've changed it to video mode to see if it'll make a difference. So anyway, it's brekkie time. Let's go drop some food in my face, and then we gotta go. All right, guys, it's that time. Time to head off to work. Man, just editing on this. Oh, why is this freaking door so dent? Gotta buy a new handle for it or something. But yeah, it's time to head off to work. Time to get this going. But no, I took the camera and hooked it up to the computer to do some video editing to see how it would work out. And surprise, surprise, the footage is super clear. Also, I went on Amazon and I looked up Magic Bullet parts, or just Magic Bullet blade, and I found a whole bunch of different kits. How can I hold this here? There we go. Found a whole bunch of different kits on Amazon for my Magic Bullet. So, where's my keys? Oh, they're in my pocket. I'm not used to wearing a jacket, guys. As you've probably seen, freaking Calgary got snow. Sons of bitches. I'm glad we don't have it yet. I still gotta change the oil on the blower. But, no, Amazon for like 10 bucks. I can get a new blade and apparently a new cup for my Magic Bullet. So, she's not completely dead yet, boys. Not completely dead yet. There's still hope for the Magic Bee. Anyway, close the door. I don't understand why it's not doing that ND thing. It's supposed to like balance the light out and do like HDR effects right now, but it's not quite doing it. Oh, whatever. Man, my dog shits on the sidewalk so much. Oh, time to step around the puppy landmines. Very good. Let's jump in Truckosaurus here. And we'll do a film while going to work. Hopefully this time I remember to hit record. Alright, let's see how the audio gets cocked over from this truck while we're driving it. I know the GoPros all picked up the engine noise and the vibrations from things and stuff. So we'll see how well this one does. Also, this probably does have the 4 gigabyte shut off. So luckily I don't have that far to go to work. Yeah, I gotta be a little careful here. There's been a couple times where I've backed out of the driveway and I didn't see the person was coming across, and they just kind of went to the edge of my driveway and waited for me to back out, and I didn't notice them because the way this truck sits naturally, how the ass ends up in the air, and there are shorter people, right? So tonight on my lunch, I'm gonna take a rip over to Sobeys and the pet store and get Oreo his food and Scampers her food, and I won't be able to get all my steppies in, that's for sure. But that's okay. You know, one night of not being able to pull off your goals is not too bad. Maybe my legs need a bit of a break because holy crap, lately I've just been beating the living hell out of them. But it's pretty sweet now. Like, if I flex them, you can actually flex them and see the muscle. Like, the fat that was overlining my legs is going very, very, very fast. The fat that's overlining my stomach is going very, 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 very fast. I don't have a six-pack yet, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have a flap like Adam Sandler did on that movie Click. You know, the one with the remote control, when he was like super fat and then he clicked himself to skinny, and next thing you know, he's got like a mud flap on his gut and he's like flapping it around. He's like, my flap, I blow it up, I won't. I have a feeling that's gonna be yours truly at the rate that I'm going. But 245, my original goal was 235. I told my parents I was gonna hit 235 for Christmas. I have a feeling I'm gonna get a lot lower, people, but that's okay. My big thing is I need to figure out, like, once I hit 200, I want to maintain that weight. I don't want to get any lighter. I don't want to fade away from existence, you know what I mean? So once I burn off enough of the fat, then it's like, okay, now I gotta start eating right. And, well, not eating right, but eating enough to maintain my body weight. And the Fitbit will help me with that, because you can actually set your Fitbit to say I weigh 200 pounds and I want to maintain it, and it'll say, okay, you need to eat this many calories a day. And that's where meal planning will come into effect. That's where I'm going to have to actually start doing meal prep and make sure that I'm eating whatever it is, 2,500, 2,800 calories a day. But I'm gonna be working out because what I wanna do after this is all said and done, once I cut all the fat, is I wanna start building muscle mass and getting more bigger. I'm trying to decide if I want to get a gym membership or not, but with not knowing what the hell is going to happen with Bill 148, I kind of don't want to spend too much more money. Like, this camera is setting me back a little bit, but not really. Like I said, it was only 900 bucks. I'm gonna get, it's gonna cost me an extra $200 for this camera here, but I can already tell the quality of this camera dwarfs anything that I've had in the past. The audio is not as good as what it was on the Sony, that's for sure. But the video looks sharper than shit. I kind of like that. We'll try a drive home tonight and we'll see how it works. I expect it to range on the focus. I may have to put it in manual focus mode, but not a big freaking deal. Like the SX730HS, it ranged on the night drives too. It had issues. But it also was a really Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs kind of camera, where this thing here seems to have a proper sensor in it. So it's actually picking, well, it better have a frickin' proper sensor for $900 for crying out loud. Man, if I bought this thing and it was like doing like the SX730, I'd be super pissed. Oh, look at this. This guy behind me in the minivan's flipping out because he can't get by to take a Randall. But it's like, what do you want me to do? Push this Sentra out of the way? Like, frig off. Climb on the sidewalk. It's what everybody else does around here. So yeah, at around 6 o'clock, I usually take my lunch. I'll take a rip, roar, and run over to the pet store. We'll scoop up some noms for Scruffy and Fluffy, and then we will just carry on. Because yeah, they need food. I'm okay for a while, but they definitely need food. I just realized I think I forgot to feed the dog before I left. Yeah, forgot to feed the dog before I left. Oh God. I'll have to feed him tonight when I get home. Man, I keep forgetting to feed that guy. That's bad. That's really bad. Problem is he doesn't make a fuss about it. Like, he used to go into his crate and grab his bowl and beat the crap out of it off the side of the crate walls to let me know that it's empty and he wants some food, but he stopped doing that. It was good because it was a great reminder, like, oh wait, the dog's hungry. I can tell because he's acting like a prisoner in prison with his metal cup, racking it off the bars. Yeah, he just totally stopped doing that. I don't get it. So, as far as editing this camera on the XPS 8300 goes, guys, it works flawlessly. There's no latency between cutting videos and removing videos. Like on the GoPro Hero 4 and that Hero 7, you'd cut the video and then you would go to remove it, or like delete the section out, and you'd be literally waiting a good 3 seconds before Vegas reacted and removed the video. So with this camera, however, it's like slice, slice, delete, gone. Slice, slice, just like how it was with the Sony. Well, with the Sony with the new settings and a lot of my older cameras. It didn't mess around. So I do appreciate that. You spend a little bit more money, you get better quality, and you get a little bit more ease of use. So I might be able to hold off on building a new computer now. Life is good. I'm gonna run that XPS 8300 right into the friggin' ground, like I said before. But anyway, I'm almost at work now, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut this part of the video down. What we're gonna do is, once I'm done work tonight at 11, I'll fire up another video, and we'll see how she performs at night. But so far, I am thoroughly impressed with this camera. Seems to do a good job. Like I said, the audio is a bit off. It's a little bit tinnier or kind of flat than I like, but it is what it is. All right, guys. Peace. Alrighty, guys. We are done work for the night. Went to the pet store on my lunch break. Got Oreo his food, and then I scooted over to Sobeys. Got Scampers her food, and then I went back to work. I managed to actually, guys, get my steps in today. We're sitting at 10,500 steps. Normally what I do on my lunch is I just walk it out. I go outside the building and just walk around and get my steps in. But today I spent pretty much all my lunch shopping, if you will, for dog food and cat food. It was kind of funny. I go to the pet store and the lady there is like, hey, if you see a cat walking around the store, please let somebody know we lost her. And I'm like, oh, kitty. Apparently one of the cats, they have cages at the front of the pet store where they home North Bay Animal Shelter kitty cats, so that people can see them and you can pet them through the bars, and they're fluffy and they're cute and they meow and all that fun stuff. But I guess somebody left the cage open and Scruffy McMew got out and just went and beeline for the back area and found a spot and is now hiding, and they couldn't find him, so I couldn't find him. Friggin', I don't know what I'm looking for though, just a cat, right? Like, he's black and gray. Well, right away I think striped tabby cat, because what other kind of cat is black and gray but a striped tabby cat? But I didn't see no kitties. Nothing cute. Kitty cats are so soft.
Kitties are so nice. Kitties are so nice. Get them down, spin them around, tickle their bellies twice.
Hey? Holy. The footage on the camera right now looks really freaking dark and potentially shaky. GoPro wins for stability, but speaking of the GoPro, guys, gonna bring it back on the weekend. I just don't have time to deal with that nonsense during the week, and I have 30 days, so we'll bring it back on Saturday or some shit. Let them have it. I'm pretty sure I'm keeping this camera though, let me tell you. I'm really impressed with what it can do as far as video quality goes. The audio is, it's okay, but the video is like super bang on, really good. I'm sure I can tune that audio though and make it sound pretty freaking half decent. I wonder if I can do something about the video being so dark. Now it might actually look fine when I get it to my computer, because I do have the brightness of the LCD panel pinned to the lowest setting just to conserve battery life. But just like last night, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna edit up the footage. This time I actually have driving footage to edit. I can tell. I'm a little excited to see how this camera does. I know my really old Canon and even the 730 HS was really good in the truck. It didn't pick up too much engine, well, not engine noise, but harmonic vibration from the truck. It didn't have too many issues distinguishing between me talking versus truck noises. Where the GoPros, it's just like one solid waveform of shit, and you basically got to listen to it and find out where you start talking and where you stop talking to like cut out the blank spots. Because I like doing that. It makes more content in a shorter span, so you can keep all the good stuff in and get all the bad stuff out. But I am pretty tired. I didn't have my usual coffee or 2 coffees at work today, and my shoulder's killing me, so I don't think I want to do any weight training tonight. And I'm probably going to skip cardio too. I'm going to take a day off of working out, let my body regenerate. So guys, I'm almost home. I'll chime back in once we're there. Alright, peace. Alright guys, I'm home. Feels good. You know what? I regret turning off the camera when I did. Mainly because there was like an 8 to 10 point buck on the side of the road. And I didn't realize it was there until I passed it. Holy. Okay, guys. He's super hyper right now because he knows his food is right up here. Yeah, he knows. And she is super hyper because her food is right here. Like they know what's going on. Freaking weirdos. Whoops, spilled some. But that's okay. Oreo's cleaning it up. Scampers was gonna help till she realized it's dog food. She don't eat that kind. Well, she used to, which was weird. I remember she used to go in Oreo's crate and eat his dog food when she was a kitten. She also used to never let Oreo eat his dog food because she would sit on top. That was before I put the blanket on it. She'd sit on top and swat at him every time he went inside to grab his food. Look at this little shit. My little vacuum. You my little vacuum. I should have named you Hoover. Yeah, because you're a little Hoover with a tail. There's more food in your bowl, eh, stupid? Where is my dirt? Okay, there's the cat's food. That there I can just put somewhere where she can't get to it, because if she does get to it, well, game over cat food. Her and the dog will have a heyday with that. Up here like that, we're good. She still has some left in her old bag, so where did I put my dirt? Hello, Eldate Maximal Chuchage. Where has you gone? Yeah, I ended up getting Oreo the really big bag of food because they last a little bit longer. I can usually get about 2-3 months out of the big bags. And that container's pretty much I don't even know if I was aiming at my face. That container's pretty much airtight, so it's not that big of a deal for freshness. And well, he's a dog and he eats his own poop, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't care if his food goes stale. I'm still not used to holding this thing. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do it so I can like hit the record button and stop button on it. But I turned off that ND feature because it was causing a bit of an issue. Sorry if it looks like I'm looking over top of you guys. It's because the viewfinder is like literally right above the lens. That ND feature was causing like the light to dim and some other weird effects, which is why it looked better in auto mode. Like here, this is without the ND filter, and this is with the ND filter. So it makes it a little bit darker. Well, mind you, I got the light on right now. So this is, 1 second. So with the studio lights turned off, this is what it looks like with the ND filter. And this is what it looks like with the ND filter turned off. No, apparently it's turned on now. What the heck is going on? That's weird, it actually says ND on. I just checked again and it is turned off. Huh, it's got some weird settings that I gotta look into. I still like the quality from it. It's still pretty damn good. So comparing this camera here to the 730HS, the SX 730HS, I do have to say this camera here has a little bit more weight to it. I could probably shoot a side-by-side of this one here in the SX 730 so you can see the difference and get an idea. I find this one here has a little bit more weight to it, but it's a little bit smaller. I do like the view screen on the back, how easily it moves around. Like I can easily flip it out and it's not a problem. I just find it awkward to hold, but I'll find a way. I'll figure it out. It's not a problem. But it's definitely more heavier than my old 300HS. That is for sure. This camera's got more weight to it. Right now I got you guys on the fake Gorilla Pod. The one that I got from the source a long time ago. I don't know why it's not doing that background blurry thing right now. Is it focusing on my face? Oh, now it is. So it wasn't focusing on my face before. Okay. I'm on autofocus though, so let me check some more settings. Where's that frickin' record button? There we go, now it's face tracking. I had that turned off for some awkward reason. And it was set to focus on whatever's in the middle of the screen, which apparently wasn't my face. Alright, well I need some more water. I need some more water. So it actually came out in the news today, pretty much everywhere, about how the Ford government is going to scrap Bill 148, like I said yesterday. But they talked about it more in depth today, and they mentioned how he's not scrapping the whole damn thing. He just doesn't like certain parts of it. And they weren't at liberty to talk about what parts they don't like. So we basically have to wait until till he makes his move. Because honestly, he shouldn't scrap. Like, okay, I can understand the certain things maybe, but honestly, equal pay for equal work, it's the only thing that somewhat pushes these companies that are using contracted labor as permanent workforce into considering saying, you know, maybe these employees that are actually trying and doing a good job, maybe we should hire them. And it's true, right? Like if you're working for a company where everybody else is making like 30 bucks an hour, 40 bucks an hour, but you're only making 20 bucks an hour, and for them to run you, it only costs them with the contract company. Like, and they don't have to give you benefits or pay a pension or anything like that. So if you're with a company like that, back when I was basically getting paid 20 bucks an hour, it was probably costing them $33 an hour to run me. So there was no real incentive, like, to say, you know, this guy's really good, except for the fact that if I found another job and decided to leave, then they could say, well, how about you just stay here and we'll put you on full time because you're a real good employee and we like you. But do employers even think like that anymore? So guys, like I said, I'm not gonna do a workout tonight, mainly because I'm a little tired and I just kind of want to chill. I had this really weird issue a while ago. Church sends me a video on Facebook to watch of some guy flipping out, and as I'm watching the video, all of a sudden I get these little light power flickers. I'm like, what the hell's going on now? Sure enough, my power was acting up, just enough to pop the monitors. Decided to have a fat bomb. I love these things, they're so good. Fat bomb. So I just did the commenting on comments. That's where I just type out your comments. No guys, I didn't film a video about it. Some people have asked me to bring back commenting on comments, but you know, just doing these vlogs is a lot of work. And it's funny, people have asked me about the Bill 148 in the comments from, you know, a video 4 days old, asking me what I think about it, and I commented on that. But like I said, I got the video that came out yesterday, even though it comes out 3 days. You know, I'm not gonna try and do the math on this because, like, holy crap, I just freaking can't. Oh, no, what am I doing? I wanted to show you guys the Fitbit. Basically, I've been logging my weight this whole time, and I wanted to show you guys what Fitbit says. So back on July 21st, see, this thing goes from Sunday to Saturday. So Sunday's a new week, Saturday's your weekend. I bought this here Fitbit on Saturday at like 4 p.m. Got it home, charged it up, I'm turning off okay, 1 second here. I just broke things. Okay, fixed it. So when I bought it, I logged my weight as 292. For some reason, the next day, oh crap, I decided to log my weight again. And then in 4 days, I was down to 288. Then I went 286, 284. So basically in 2 weeks, I pretty much went down 8 pounds. And then just kept going from there. August 15th, 276, 276, 274. September 8th, 270. And then I did the fat fast. 260. Boom shakalaka, right? 256. 249 on the Monday. And today, 245. So from July the July 21st till today, which is October 3rd. It's freaking storming outside. Anyway, that's how much weight I lost. Now guys, keep in mind here, this 292 is not the weight I actually started at. This is the weight I started at when I bought the Fitbit. I gotta take a pee, but let's go downstairs. I put the autofocus back on there so it didn't do all the whole blurry, try to focus on things stuff. So I'm gonna get you guys on the tripod and we'll do a little one of those tripod talks. So back in May, like I said, right now there's a lot of nonsense going on in the family. I have aunts and uncles that are completely riddled with cancer from that Lynch syndrome. Dad's going to get tested. Mom recently, she escaped a bout of cancer actually. She had kidney cancer and they extracted the kidney and she's fine now, so freaking kudos on that. Holy shit, that was a scare. Dad, he's got to go get some tests done. He's going to see the same doctor. My Uncle Henry, who he's the one who's running for NDP here in North Bay, he's actually in the hospital right now with a really weird type of cancer, and he requires stem cell transplants. Now they're saying they might be able to use his current stem cells. I don't know too much about it, but worst case scenario, I'm going to get myself tested to see if I can be a donor. Whatever we got to do, right? But it's all caused by this stupid Lynch syndrome in our family. So back in May, I decided I better get myself checked. So I went into the doctor's office. He did what he had to do. And I said, you know what, while you're at it, run a full physical. Just give her. Pull some blood, test everything. If you find stuff, you know, let me know in the comments below kind of thing. Well, sure enough, I come back the following week. for the follow-up, and he goes, I got good news, I got bad news. And I'm like, oh Christ, bad news, because that's what we all need, right? From a doctor. I got good news and I got bad news. Well, bud, he's like, what do you want first? I said, well, normally people go lead with the bad news, so if it like really sucks, and tell me the good news, and then they go, I said, what's the good news? And he goes, well, the good news is you didn't test positive. Hey, come on, don't scratch that. She's attacking the leg thing for my friggin' Bowflex. He said the good news is you tested negative for Lynch syndrome. I was like, awesome, that is the best news ever. Problem is apparently this thing skips a generation. So if it skips me and I procreate, my kids could be burdened with it. Kind of sucks. And I said, okay, so that's what I wanted done. I said, well, what's the bad news? And he's like, your blood sugar is off the charts. He's like, have you noticed any problems lately? I'm like, well, like what? And he goes, like, you know, issues focusing, numbness in your body, circulatory issues, like your... And I said, well, yeah, like I said, guys, I had a numbness. Let's see if we can angle this thing. I had a numbness right here in my gut, right here. I could like poke at this, pinch this, and it didn't feel anything. There was nothing there. So he explained to me, he's like, that's a side effect of type 2 diabetes. You don't smarten up, you're gonna be injecting insulin. And that's when I was like, okay, enough of that. I'm gonna smarten up. So that's when I started my first diet. And that's the diet I did way back in the day. Like this is a long time ago. Back with Angry Joe, we used to bust weights in the gym. And the diet was your body weight in pounds, you're gonna consume that in protein in grams. So I didn't know how much I weighed. I used the weigh scale at work in the nurse's office because it's one of those ones with the sliders. And it went up to like 600 pounds because the one in the kitchen, you step on it, it said error. So it only goes to 300 pounds, the one in the kitchen. So I got on the one at work and looked and I was 325 point whatever the friggin' I saw 325 and I was like, holy crap, what have I done to myself? Like I was upset. So I knew I had to give her. So I started on that diet first. I didn't have the Bowflex yet. I had the bike, but I couldn't run the bike because my legs hurt. So all I did was reduce the calories. Then I was going good on that. And then I got to work and my boss was like, wow, you're not having hickory sticks and you're actually eating carrot sticks and you're having vegetable. Is that an apple? Like he was all amazed, right? He's like, what's going on? And I told him, I said, well, you know, I got diagnosed with onset type 2 diabetes and doc said if I don't straighten up my ways, it's going to be syringe time for me and I don't want to play that role. And he said, well, can I offer a suggestion? I said, yeah, give her. Because anybody can offer a suggestion. It's up to you if you take the advice and run with it, right? So I was like, yeah, give her. What do you got for me, boss? And he's like, have you heard of a diet called keto? And I was like, yeah, actually, my buddy Crazy British Bloke, he ran that diet a couple of years ago. And he's like, and how did it work for him? I said, well, he actually lost a bunch of weight. And he's like, well, do you know why you lose weight? And I said, I don't know, why? And he's like, because you're not eating carbohydrates. And I started thinking, I'm like, don't carbohydrates get broken down in your system and turn to sugar, basically? And he's like, yeah, glucose. And I'm like, doesn't your body run on glucose? And he's like, well, your body can also run on fat. And then he starts breaking it down. He sent me a bunch of links to read, and he goes, do your own Google searches. He goes, you're on YouTube? And I'm like, yeah, I go on YouTube. Like, I don't want to tell him that I do a video channel. So I hopped on YouTube that night, started looking up keto, and that's when I came across like Allie McWowie and her amazing feat, where she was like 300 pounds and now she's like $120. You know, I came across Keto Connect with all the different recipes and awesome stuff like that. And just like some of the fitness body builders who are keto centric, and they're massive, they're huge guys, but all they do is eat fat and protein and just kick ass in the gym. And I was like, wow, this is actually really good. So I started like, that's when I kind of made my debut back to YouTube, was after I started getting on that, because something up here changed. I started feeling really good, really happy. And it wasn't until I watched this video, you're not gonna barf right in front of the camera, are you? Like, hi. Why don't you come on the couch? And lay down. Just lay down. Don't bite me. He's like biting my hand. Why are you doing this? Wanna play? Wanna fight me? Oh, you puppy. But, you know, I started feeling really good. And it wasn't until I watched that documentary on YouTube, Fit to Fatten Back. You drop it. Enough of that. No, no. He knows what he's doing. But it wasn't until I watched that Fit to Fatten Back that I realized that eating all that garbage food puts you in a state of mind. Because when the guy got super fat, after he was like McDonald's and Burger King and soda and all sorts of garbage, and he went from one spectrum to the other, when it was time to come back, he didn't want to. All he wanted to do was sit on the couch and eat cheeseburgers and pizza and garbage and, you know, all sorts of junk food. And I was thinking to myself, it's like, I was the same way with the hickory sticks. And the, that was my Achilles heel, was hickory sticks. And there was another one that I had too, and I can't remember what it was. Well, definitely beer. But that low carb beer is fine. You know, moderation is key. Like I could easily go back to low carb beer, but it was hindering my performance and weight loss because it's just empty calories. And then when you get drunk, now your liver's no longer working to purify fat into ketones to burn for energy. It's got to take care of that liquor. Slows you down. I could relate to that, and it made sense because you always see these guys who are into going to the gym, they're really fit, and they're always happy. You don't understand why are they always happy. Is it because they're skinny guys and girls like skinny guys or something? Or is this guy like just doing something different? Is he on medication? But I can tell you right now, it's the diet. It's all about the diet. It's what you eat. Come on, friggin' dog.
He knows. Oh, he's recording. I gotta squeak my fox. Yeah.
It's all about dieting. If you get on a good diet, get away from the junk food and start eating more natural, even if you go paleo diet, you know, eat like a caveman, you're gonna notice over time this thing is going to start working different. You're not going to be depressed. You're not going to have anxiety. My anxiety's gone. You know, Uncle Dougie's about to take away my lifehood, but I'm okay. I'll figure it out. I always do. It's how I roll, you know. I managed to go this far. I can go a little further. I'm not too worried. I'm not afraid. Whatever. We'll figure it out. But like my anxiety is all but gone. My depression is all but gone. Like doctors want to give you a magic little pill all the freaking time. Think about it. Oh, you need to lose weight. We're gonna get you on a weight loss pill. It's gonna suppress your appetite. Why wouldn't the doctor just say, hey, go see a dietitian? They're gonna do some tests on you and they're gonna give you a meal plan. Follow that meal plan and you won't need to go on drugs with the side effect of pooping blood. Are you guys gonna have a scrap right in front of me? Is that happening right now? Yeah, Scampers, don't put up with his crap. Just give him a shot in the face. Like seriously guys, these guys are scrapping right below me. I go for the camera, but Scampers will run. Jesus, yeah, get him! Get him, Scampers! Okay, don't be that rough with the cat. You know, it's like when I wanted to quit smoking, what did Doc do? Oh, Adam, we got this new magic pill called G7X. It'll get you off the cigarettes, but you're gonna, you know, destroy pillowcases with all the nose blood that comes out of you. And heaven forbid you enjoy dreaming because you're gonna have nightmares for the rest of your life. Okay, cool. I like that idea. Hook me up, Doc. Hey, son of a. Vaping worked. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I don't really vape, like I vape upstairs when I'm watching YouTubes and stuff. I can go a long time without even considering touching my vape. I don't use nicotine anymore. I'm just flavors, right? Because I miss Campino candies. That was my other kryptonite. Campino candies and those Werther original toffee ones. Oh my freaking God, those are good. And now I can vape them and it doesn't trigger any insulin. And it doesn't count as calories because I'm not eating it. I'm just inhaling it and exhaling it. Life is good. So, back on target here. That's like my buddy online. Every time I post a weight update, like today I put the 245 on Facebook because I'm proud of that. I'm like, this is the lightest I've been in a long freaking time. 10 more pounds, boys, and I hit my original goal, my 235 weight, which is what I weighed back at Walmart when I was pushing buggies in like 95 95 or 6. Somewhere around there, 95 or 6. I was working at Walmart. I was a cart retrieval technician. I was 235 pounds then. 10 more pounds, I'm freaking back at her. After that, 35 more pounds, I'm where I want to be. I think the cat just puked in the kitchen, and I think the dog's eating it. So what I'm getting at is, my friend, every time I post this on the weight on the internet, on Facebook, he always messages me and he goes, so what are you doing to get rid of the visceral fat? I got a product for you. And he's always posting about these products. Guys, my whole reason for filming this here, actually there's 2 reasons. Number 1, I really feel like creating video content, otherwise I wouldn't have bought this camera. And number 2, I want to prove to you guys that you can lose weight by just going to the grocery store and buying good food and not taking some magic frickin' pill. Hey, we're 15 minutes in and it hasn't stopped recording. Let's see how long this goes. And that's what I'm getting at. Like I know, like I said before, people who took Shakeology and all those other weight loss supplements, and the moment they're done, or even like that show, The Biggest Loser. You ever wondered why they don't have a reunion on that show? Because every single one of the contestants on that show that lost weight got it all back. And only one of them broke the NDA and actually talked to a news outlet about it and explained that they signed an NDA saying they would never talk about it when they gained all the weight back. Because the Biggest Loser diet don't work. It's like what I'm doing now, I can maintain this. 13 to 1600 calories a day. For me, now, because of what I'm eating, is more than enough to keep me satiated all throughout the day. Where before, I was ingesting like 4,500 to 7,000 calories a day, burning, if I'm lucky, 2,800. You see what I'm getting at? More in, less out. And that's what happened. So the problem with the Biggest Loser diet is these guys are eating the same foods that they would eat at home. The rice, the potatoes, all the, you know, just carbs, but in reduced quantity when they're on the show. Then they would get off the show and they would maintain that diet for a bit, but they would gradually slip up and start eating junk. I can tell you guys right now, I don't have a taste for potatoes anymore. And when I was at that party last weekend, there were potato chips. They got this stupid, you guys probably know about it in the US, I don't know anywhere else in the world where they do this. Lay's potato chips, they make some weird flavors. This is the time of year when they do it. And they have one there that was bacon grilled cheese, and I was like, oh frig, I like bacon grilled cheese. Like, I can theoretically make it. Make some 90-second bread, get some cheese, make some bacon, put it all together, Bob's your uncle. I tried the chips out, and you know what? I don't have a taste for potato chips anymore. My body now, all it wants is meat and greens. I could totally go to the store and buy a full flower of cauliflower and eat that and be happy. On my night shifts, when I work Saturday nights, not Saturday and Sunday nights, from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., I go to the store and I buy a 216 gram tub of spinach, and I pick at that all night and eat it. And it's awesome. I love it. Never could do that before. That's what this thing wants, so it tells this thing to send the cravings, and that's what I get. So all I'm saying is, if you're suffering from depression, if you're suffering from anxiety, if this is something that bothers you every freaking day, instead of looking for the magic pill to put you at ease, maybe take a closer look at the diet. It worked for me. Maybe it could work for you. I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying give her a go. What harm could it do? Man, today's vlog is going to be a long doozy, eh? It's funny, I talked to Chutch about that, and he's like, oh, why don't you just go ahead and stuff about 72 frickin' ads into it there, bud? I don't do that. You guys probably should have noticed. And if you are seeing multiple ads in my video, can you please do me a solid and let me know? You didn't puke in here, did you? Okay, because I heard some sound the cats make when they're about to friggin' launch one. But like I was saying, you know, if you do come across some videos where there are multiple ads, let me know. Because I wonder if full screen does that by default. Because keep in mind, I'm still with them. I'm still a partner of full screen. And I question if they do that. Because there's a couple of videos that I uploaded that I thought were going to have copyright content in them. So I didn't bother monetizing them. And they're monetized. So I'm pretty sure full screen has the last say on my videos, whether or not they're going to make money or not. But anyway, guys, this video is a doozy. I'm gonna shut her down here. I'm gonna get to bed early tonight so I can wake up and feel awesome tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a brutal shift because we're down one guy because he's got things. So 2-man crew. Thursdays and Fridays are always hell on earth. I don't know why people wait to the last minute to call in problems so we can fix them. But they do. It's human nature. Hey people, on that note, I'm going to shut her down here. I don't know how I'm going to shut her down. I'm not bouncing this lens off my chest, that's for sure. On that note, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the quality of this camera. Like, I think it's pretty damn pimpin', but, you know, I still got to learn it. There's a lot of features and settings. This thing here is like the bridge between the SX730 and my T5i DSLR. This is like the, well, maybe not the T5i, but you know what I mean. It's like the bridge between the pocket cameras and the, it's a mirrorless camera. So yeah, you probably understand. If you don't, go along with it, I guess, or something. I don't know. Hopefully the quality's good and you enjoy it. And because this is the camera I'm filming with from here on in. Paid too much not to use it. She's getting freaking used. So thanks for watching. Like, favorite, and comment. I comment back on your comments. Even if the comments are a good video, I say thanks. Don't forget to hit that like button, because if you like that like button, I like that like button. There's a lot of liking going on, and people like liking. Well, that was the dumbest thing I could have possibly said right there. I apologize. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and by all means, ring that bell so it can notify you when a new video goes up, which is every day at 9 a.m. unless for some reason I can't pull it off, then I do apologize for that now. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.